Hello everyone. We're back again with another edition of Gurt Gets Hurt. We're playing some more Dark Souls 3. If you remember, if you joined us last time, just a couple of days ago, we beat the Road of Sacrifices, the Crystal Sage. We got through Farron Keep, and we beat the First Lord of Cinder, the Abyss Watchers. And now we're going to go tackle the Cathedral of the Deep. So it's going to be some good stuff. Sorry about the silence. Just checking to make sure the audio on the stream is working properly. Oh, so if you don't remember last time, after we beat the Abyss Watchers, we spent pretty much all the souls we got from that opening up the tower by getting the tower key, so we could trade the crows on top of Firelink Shrine for Solaire's set of armor. So we're going to be rocking this for a little while. It's going to be pretty fun, I think. I like Solaire's set. I always have. Even though it's a little plain and unassuming, kind of, but it's fun. I'm kind of almost doing like a Solaire cosplay build. Now that I think about it, it's a little screwy. So we got, oh hello. I was just about to say we've got some dogs and some archers up ahead, and this is gonna get a little bit tricky. Alright, so we got some more guys up here, some more dogs. Oh, no, I'm in trouble. Alright. Yeah, sorry, I haven't been exactly a little... I've only been a little bit talkative so far. I kind of hit the wall today after work. I don't know why, I just kind of collapsed right on my bed after I got home from work. And took a nap for like 3 hours. And decided I would, because I've got a little time, I can do an extra stream tonight. So I apologize for the little bit, the energy that's a little lower than, oh my god, he's on fire. I forgot about those guys. I genuinely forgot about those guys who do that. That's, I'm going in here first. There's some stuff up that way, but the more important thing's in here. Which would be the, this is going to be our, folks, this is going to be our one and only bonfire for the Cathedral of the Deep. No, I'm not kidding. So the notched whip is here in the corner, which is kind of neat if you're into dex weapons.
Merciful goddess, mother of
Oh,
the
so this is
no place to call their
so this is Slave Nightingale.
Please,
He's super important for the DLC missions. This is how you access the Ashes of Ariandel DLC.
fire
which you are not recommended to do until you've at least beaten Lothric Castle, which is way, way late in the game. So why they put him here is beyond me. Okay, buddy. I'm just gonna light this bonfire and pretend you don't exist. So I'm gonna save you all the trouble. That door is locked, and that door is locked. Those are pretty much the only ways forward, well, the only ways around. So the only way forward is up through here. So, we're going to need to come back to this well later, because Sigvard will have found his way in here from some misfortunes. Take care of those guys. Estus Shard, super important. There's a couple of ways forward. You can either take that little canyon path down, or we can go up this way through the graveyard. We're going to go up through the graveyard because there's some cool items up here first. Yeah, we got some endless zombies here, and unfortunately, that does kind of cause the game to lag a little bit, because these guys are just kind of endlessly spawning. Got up here. Yes, probably one of my favorite weapons in the game. The Astor are great. So, oh yeah, you don't want to get hit by that. So these guys are pretty much chumps. You could just kind of walk by them. As long as you keep moving, they shouldn't really be able to hit you or. Oh, they're a little tough. I expected to kill them from that. Okay, we're gonna go up around here. There we go. I can't remember if there's items down here. Let me see. Oh no, they're over that way. We got the Executioner's Greatsword and a Fading Soul. Yeah, Fading Soul ain't worth shit, but the Executioner's Greatsword's pretty cool. Ow! Excuse me. This is where we probably want the fire mace. Fire does a lot of damage to these guys. These guys that do all the crazy stuff with the maggots, the really gross shit. Oh, and we're gonna have a bit of a tough enemy up ahead here. This guy on the stairs, the Grave Warden. Yeah, this guy is no joke. He is tough. Like, legitimately tough. Fire weapons are really, really good against the zombies here. So we've got this little, tiny little crypt entrance here, up ahead. Got an item over here, got a Titanite Shard. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Yes, and we have Curseward Great Shield. Now, if you played Dark Souls 2, you'll recognize that as the Pursuer's Great Shield. Let's see what we got here. Time for tongue, but yeah, this is where basically everybody will write nasty messages because of the body bent over the of the coffin there. Thrust but whole. That is a shortcut we'll be taking later, I think. Let me see here. We've got some unfinished business down in this graveyard over here because, as you can see by the arrows littered about, this is another place where our giant friend is going to come help us. Got an undead bone shard here. Very, very important. I really made a mistake in not putting caressing tears on again. Because this is an area where you can get a lot of status effects put on you pretty quickly. Mostly just bleed, but it can be pretty problematic if you're not attentive to it. Soul unknown traveler. Is there anything else in this little area? Or I think I've gotten everything here. So up here is the cathedral proper. This can be really a tricky area for people who've gone here through the first time. Because like I said, the Cathedral of the Deep it's the zone of 1,000 gotchas. There's tons and tons of traps and enemies that can take advantage of you by just dropping on you out of nowhere, and lots of cheap little tricks that can come and bite you in the ass real quick. So we're not going to go in here until a bit later, and that door is locked from the outside. We're going to have to take the long way around, but first we're going to head down this way and take a look at this shortcut area that I opened up. Alright, just head down the old ladder here. So, oh boy. Yeah, these guys are no joke. These big maggot monsters, but like with a lot of the other stuff here, they are weak to fire, which is good. So that's one of the ways down over here. If you remember that little jump down from the start area, the second path we didn't take instead of the graveyard, that leads right here. I'm probably end up showing you that a little later. I am not sure why I did that. I think we've got another chime over here, another talisman. Saint Tree Bellvine. I'm gonna go back over here a little ways, and I never actually noticed how really good the water effect looks here before. So let's take a look at that Saint Tree Bellvine. Sacred chime for casting miracles of the gods. A bellvine cut from a small saint tree that has been meticulously tended to. Saint tree bellvines are customary in the far north and allow for faster casting than ordinary sacred chimes. And it has a gentle prayer as its weapon art. So we're going to actually take a look and see how much faster with lightning spear that we can cast. Because now I'm curious. Oh wow, that is fast. Boy, I am really gonna need to... Well, how much faster is it than this? Well, actually, let's just... It doesn't seem that much faster, honestly. I think the Saint's Talisman is just going to be better for me here. Boy, I really need to start putting some upgrade materials into these talismans to get some better spell buffs. So we got another Titan... I mean, it shouldn't be hard considering that we're just getting Titanite shards by the fucking fistful. Oh, come on. I'm gonna have to come back here. Both of them? Jesus Christ. So there's a giant crystal lizard over there, but we're gonna ignore him for right now. Am I going the wrong way? I am going the wrong way. Fortunately, missing both those crystal lizards means I'm gonna have to come back here again. Which is fine, I suppose. Alright, and back here is the bonfire, but we're gonna see if we can't take on the lizard here. Yeah, well, that fire mace, I'm really gonna need to upgrade that pretty soon. Alright, so we got a Titanite scale, and we've got a very important ring over here. Which is the Poison Bite ring. Now, like the Blood Bite ring gives us resistance to bleed damage, the Poison Bite ring here gives us resistance to poison. Like, substantial resistance to poison. Did I go up here already? No, I did not. There's still an item up here. Another Titanite shard. So as I said before, this is kind of the stage of the game where you're just going to get showered with Titanite and upgrade materials, which is good. So we're back here at the old cathedral. I really hope Gale's not going to talk every time I come up this way. Alright, so I think we're going to head back to Firelink here and do some upgrading. I really do wish I had a better way to check and see if there's any weird reverb in the audio, but I currently do not. And see, like that, we've actually, pretty fast, we've gotten back almost all of the souls that we spent earlier. Like, you actually, the enemies give you quite a bit of souls in that area. But let's, first of all, let's give Andre our flask shard, and let's reinforce some stuff. So I think what we're going to do here is... I don't actually know if... I don't actually know if buffing the, if using upgrade materials in this chime is going to make it any better, realistically. So let me think here for... You know, while I think on that, I'm gonna go check with... Oh, actually, you know what? I need to buy a miracle from Irina.
Oh, champ, do you wish to hear it?
I need to go buy Tears of Denial, which is pretty rad.
Have a pleasant, I pray for you.
So we just spent a lot of souls on that, but that's okay because we can pretty much just get them all back on another run through there. We're going to need to go back for those crystal lizards anyway. So let's do a couple of things here at the bonfire. Now, I'll worry about upgrading stuff a little bit later. We're going to burn that undead bone shard. Those flasks up to +3. We're going to attune Caressing Tears. So that's going to be really useful. Oh, I don't know why I got up. We're going to go back to the Cleansing Chapel, and this is going to be our big... well, there's... Oh, I'm sorry, there's not one bonfire. There's a few. There's this one. There's the... Rosaria's Bedchamber, which is where you can join Rosaria's Fingers, the PvP Covenant. But if we're going to do something like that in order to respec, we're not going to do that until much later in the game after we've completed a certain character's quest line, because if you join them before that point, you can't. Okay. So Gale's going to keep doing this until we talk to him. Do I want to bother? You know what, actually, I'm going to give you guys a treat. I'm going to show you what happens when you talk to Gale.
You've the same scent as that woman. Then you must be an action. Oh, you don't know. Oh, don't mind me. Didn't mean to fall apart. Now, Ashen One, I have a kind...
He has a pretty cool voice, though.
My lady lives. I need you to a proper flame if you truly are Ash.
And so this is how you get into the DLC of Ashes of Ariane. Like I said, we're not going to be tackling this for a long time, but I kind of want to get this out of the way so that we don't have Gale talking every of 8 million times while we're doing this area.
Scrap of it, that is.
His armor design's really cool.
Take it. Touch it.
You actually fight him as the last boss of the Ringed City DLC. And he's a tough motherfucker. And the fight is really, really cool, and at some point I might show you guys that fight on my
Ashes What to?
On my main character. So, of course, he's actually an evil bastard. Because, you know, welcome to Dark Souls, where, seriously, Ashen 1, why do you keep touching things? It always goes wrong. Please stop touching things. It goes wrong. You know, it's kind of funny that way. So there's this gross, ugly dude over here.
Have you just arrived? How very unusual. Just rejoice, my new friend. The cold and gentle painted world of Ariane Quick. Go sweetly rotting.
You're weird. And this here is a dev message. Only the mighty may proceed. It's basically saying, unless you are super jacked, don't try it. We won't be coming back here for a very, very long time. So we're gonna go back to the cleansing chapel, now that Gale is finally fucked off. Alright, so we're going to do another loop around and see if we can't nab those crystal lizards this time. Alright, so now we're just going to hop on down here. We're just gonna walk on up this way because fuck dealing with those maggots again. Alright. So we got a twinkling. I think we get another twinkling from this other guy. Oh, no, 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 get back here. Gotcha. Yep, it's another twinkling. Alright, so we're gonna head back to the bonfire. And just do a big old loop around. And, we're gonna make our first real run for the cathedral proper. Because getting into this place is a bitch. This is probably one of the hardest, segments of the early game. Is, getting through the fucking gauntlet. Wait a minute, I'm going backwards. So actually... Nope, Siegward hasn't found his way down there yet. That doesn't come until later, until we run into, well, if you've played a Souls game before, I would say an old friend. A familiar face, so to speak. So we're going to take that little shortcut we opened up before to avoid the graveyard. We are going to have to deal with that Grave Warden again, but he shouldn't be too big a deal for us. He whiffed. So I got a shitty piece of armor from him. Naturally. And so this is the way we didn't go yet before. There's a few guys down this way. I may actually want to put the Dragon Crest shield on here. Oh! Oh! You know what? I don't like your tone. Oh man, it's nice having a ranged option again. Hot damn. Oof. I hate basically all of the jumps in this area. Alright. So that about settles that then. Now there's a couple of guys that are going to come up here. We've got another dude. So a lot of these thralls are going to be hopping down from pillars and walkways and catacombs. It's... Remember those 1,000 gotchas I was talking about? Oof. Wooden shields, some heavy bolts. Eh, we're not going to be using those bolts. I know there's a couple of dudes that come jumping down from there. Some red bug pellets. And a thrall hood. So if we want to do a Grey Rat cosplay, we can. There's an evangelist up here. I am not a fan. Oh, Jesus. So these guys throw down undead hunter charms, which keep you from using your Estus temporarily. If they hit you, you can see that mist effect on me right now. It's really unfun when you're facing down some motherfuckers like this bitch. Oof. Nope. Oof. And we got 3 undead hunter charms. Now we can also use those to actually open up mimics without without having to aggro them, which is super useful. God, this area fucking sucks. So I'm definitely gonna need to up my faith when I do some more level ups. Oh man. So there's a bunch of dudes that ambush you right here. I think there's like 2 more inside that room. Actually having a high physical reduction shield, I would say, is actually important for this stretch. So you're going to see me kind of one-handing it here. So there's 1, 2 more, yep. I think, is there still any more? No, I think it's finally all gone. Yeah, so there's 5 of them, I think, in that. That's a fucking gank squad. Like, gank squad. There's like 5 of them in that room. No spouse ahead, only enemy. So we can get another good look at the environment from here. Right over there is the tower in the undead settlement where our giant friend is. And over there is the settlement proper, and up back that way would, I believe, be Lothric Castle. Really not sure why I just... Not sure why I had some trouble locking onto that guy here. There's 2 Grave Wardens coming up here. So with these guys, timing is super important. You gotta time your counter hits. So otherwise they will seriously mess you up. That was a bad drink. That was a very bad drink. Oh, but I got a flask back, which is good. And we got a couple of suicide boys here. And we're getting pretty close to our first shortcut back to the cleansing chapel. It's going to be coming up ahead pretty soon. Through these doors, actually. So as you've been seeing all the way around, there's just tons and tons of surprise enemies and nonsense. The one thing I've been needing to get used to is the, it's actually how slow the blunt weapons are. And we got an ember over here. So that's good. Yeah, getting used to the timing on this has been a little awkward. So now we finally got door open into the Cathedral of the Deep. And you can probably hear that sound coming down from below. And that is a giant. A sleeping giant. We've got more of these blobs here, but they are weak to fire, so we'll put the fire mace back on, and I really should be upgrading that. When I get back to Firelink. So if you stand in that, that's poison, I believe. It's a trap I always forget exists. Oh. And we've encountered, for the first time, some of the Deacons of the Deep. And so you kind of notice there's a big cathedral and religious motif in this game, as opposed to the other ones, which is pretty dead on. So we're going to take this elevator down, and this elevator leads to our shortcut back to the cleansing chapel. So we're just going to open up that door there. I always forget that little room there is pointless. And we're gonna open up this door here, which is Cleansing Chapel, which is good because we're out of Estus. And we've got quite a bit of souls on us, so we should probably go back to Firelink and we're either gonna level up and or do some upgrading. Ugh, sorry. Just a little bit tired. So let's see. I should be trying to upgrade that fire mace.
Just what neat.
So let's reinforce that. And to get that to +3, we'll need 3 more shards, which is going to be 2,400 souls, I believe.
Huh?
Yeah, 2,400 souls.
Ashen.
Yeah, be sure to bring more souls, blah, 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 blah. Yo, Andre.
Just what neat.
Alright, and then put you... So in order to get that up to +4, I'd need another large shard. Just one more. There should be a couple out in the cathedral, which is good. So we've upgraded that fire mace. I think I should...
Be careful.
I should go and put some stuff back in my item box now that I'm here. So we didn't really check out the weapons we had gotten earlier. So the Notch Whip is a whip with thorny spikes that shred skin and causes heavy bleeding. Cleansing Chapel uses whips such as these in order to produce the drops and puddles to wipe clean during its rituals. So it's a whip that's got spikes on it. It deals bleed damage. It's a cool dex weapon. It's a little slow. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I think it's pretty neat. And then we've got the Executioner's Greatsword. The Greatsword of a debauched executioner used for beheadings. This sword retains a keen memory of its executioner's duty and absorbs FP from each fallen foe. So every time you kill an enemy, you get some FP back. So this is kind of a cool two-handed weapon. It's one of the normal-sized greatswords, but it's got a squared-off edge at the end of the blade. It's not meant for stabbing. It's exclusively just for swinging. It deals strike damage, actually. It doesn't even deal standard damage. It's a greatsword that deals strike damage, which is really neat, I think. And then we have the Astora Greatsword, which is an ultra greatsword, which is like extra huge, like 500 big. This greatsword, bestowed only upon elite knights, is a relic of the ruined land of Astora. Designed for a focused on thrust attack, this sword is hard and sharp, but not unusually heavy. So it has a charge as its weapon ability. This is probably one of my favorite weapons in the game. It's really cool. It's a really good, like, big strength two-handed weapon. If you're going for, like, a quality build with a big fucking weapon, at that stage of the game, that's a pretty good, it's a pretty good weapon. Oh, God, I'm sorry I keep yawning. Alright, so I think we've gotten that taken care of. Let me actually... I gotta say, I actually don't really like the iron bracelets very much. So we're gonna go put on these Herald gloves, too. We were really pushing it with our weight limit here. Now what we should do is actually level up.
Welcome, speak. Very well. Then take note.
So we're gonna put... let's see here. We haven't upgraded in health in a while, or endurance, or vit. Our faith is pretty good for right now. God, I wish I could take points out of luck. But unfortunately, that's my starting level of luck, so can't really change that. I think we're going to put one more into health for right now, into vigor.
Farewell, Ashen One. May the flame.
What kinds of soul items do I have? Because I wonder if I can get another level off of these. Because I only need, what, 7,400. What, 7,200 to level up? Yeah, not quite enough, so that's not really worth it. Don't really need those cracked red eyes. I can just sell the fading soul, that's fine.
Ashen One.
Right, and so let's head back into what is quite easily one of the trickiest parts of the early game, is this next area to get to the next, basically, shortcut back to the cleansing chapel, I want to say. So I'm trying to remember at what point Sigvard ends up in here. In this well. It's not yet. be perfectly honest with you guys, I am actually kind of shocked I haven't died once yet coming through the cathedral here. This is one of the trickier zones of the early game, because it's so big, because it's very maze-like, because it's got all these tricks and traps, and I suppose it's because this is probably my third time through the game that I've kind of learned all of the obnoxious tricks, like sending that elevator back down, because I'm probably at some point going to die here. And this is... Oh god. Oh god. Oh, so not worth the damage. Oh, and there it is. Well, now that I've collected all those items, I'm just gonna run back through, get my souls, call it a day. It's pretty much impossible to not die at least once there. Like, if you want those items, you're probably gonna need to suck up a death or two in order to get there. You know, not the biggest deal. My health is down, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Now that I'm unembered, that's gonna kind of suck a little bit. I might ember up again to go explore the upper rafters to get to Rosaria's bedchamber. Later. Send... Oh, well, I fucked up. Okay, take 2 on working a basic fucking elevator. Huh. I don't remember this staircase. Where does this lead? Oh. Well, that was less hard than I remembered. Oh, we got a deep gem. So if we want to put make it a dark weapon that deals dark damage, we can get that. I totally forgot this area was here. I don't know if I've ever actually gotten that item before. Oh, isn't that convenient? So this has been a pretty worthwhile... Oh, Jesus. And didn't know that was there. Honestly, I should probably be putting the fire mace back on. Because it definitely deals with those guys much better than Morningstar will. So now it's just time to book it. Fuck me. Like I said, this is a tricky area. I should probably put the crest shield back on, at least to get my stamina back up for this run. Yeah, the grass crest shield, I mean. All of these are the crest shields. I really should be leveling my endurance more. This is the kind of the problem I've noticed with a faith build so far. Honestly, I'm probably not going to need armor much heavier than this for the rest of the game. In theory. but you've got a serious multiple attribute dependency. No, 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 no. Got it. Woo. Talk about a close call. I have an arrow sticking out of my head. Like a chump. So you can kind of hear the banging around of the evangelist. Still getting used to the weapon distance on the maces has been a little tricky. Again, I'm used to swords, which have a bit of a longer reach. Come on, are you serious? Oi. Seek guidance. That is a really cool miracle, because it's a miracle that allows you to get messages and summon signs when you are unembered, which is very cool. Got this other evangelist here. And so we're back in this room where our friend the giant is. What the hell? Just... why can't I lock on? It was weird. Alright, so we've got... ordinarily this would be like a tiny bit of a shortcut to that room, but we've got some stuff down here that we're going to want to try to get. So right here is a mimic. Be wary of demon. Good message. Applaud. So now I'm going to show you that neat little trick of the undead hunter charms. You can almost see the lid moving there just a little bit. And the easiest way to tell is that the chain is down and facing forward. So you hit that, and the mimic opens right up. And you get the deep Braille Divine Tome. So later, if you want to get some miracles from Carla, so now we get to fight a real big boy. This is a cathedral knight, and they are motherfuckers. So everywhere their weapon impacts leaves a little exploding thing. Cathedral Knight Grey Shield. Wow, that's actually a pretty rare drop. We do not have the strength to use this yet, unsurprisingly. Heavy iron shield used by the Knights of the Cathedral of the Deep. The blessings of the cathedral have granted it high dark absorption. The face of the shield is decorated with an emblem of an old king of Lothric, a bold image of a great bird gazing skywards. And it's got a shield bash. So it's got, obviously 100% physical reduction, 83% dark reduction. This is a heavy-ass shield, but it is big. It is big, and it is really, really tough. It's got 67% stability. Now, this room. This room is fun, because you think, oh hey, there's an item in here. What could possibly go wrong? And then that happens. So there's this big, scary dude. He does curse stuff. And he is very unfun to fight. Oh my god, no! Oh. Oh, that's brutal. So yeah, to let you know exactly why that room is so scary, you now know. So we're basically just gonna have to make a sprint back for that room, unfortunately. God damn it, I was really hoping to not have to do that again. Ah, fucker. Once again, I can't do elevators. Like I said, I should have stayed outside and kept lightning spearing him, but that's my mistake for being a dipshit. So I'm going to want to come back this way to fight these guys again. So that they don't drop down on me when I'm fighting the Cathedral Knight. I've noticed the mace being, like I said, being kind of a slower weapon. Counter hits are important. Oh well. I guess I'm fighting my big boy now. Oh Jesus, I had the wrong flask equipped. I'm so dumb. Circle strafing is definitely the way to go with these guys. Sorry if you have a little vertigo from the room spinning. Oh, yeah, you see what I said about those lingering attacks there. Monster head, yes, thank you. Yeah, no, I learned my lesson from last time. Unfortunately, I used up my Estus flask, so I'm going to have to use some of that Carthus Rouge I found earlier. Where is that Carthus Rouge I found earlier? Oh, no, that does bleed. Oh, I'm in a little bit of trouble. Well, time to cheese it. When all else fails, cheese it. Oh man. Aldrich's Sapphire. You get that from beating him. There's another one much later on. One of those monsters that you get to fight later on. He drops Aldrich's Ruby. So let's actually take a look at Aldrich's Sapphire. A malformed ring left by Aldrich, Saint of the Deep, who was one of the Lords of Cinder, recovers FP from critical attacks. Aldrich, infamous for his appetite for flesh, apparently had the desire to share with others his joy of imbibing the final shudders of life while luxuriating in his victim's screams. So whenever you get a backstab or a critical attack, you get FP back with that ring on, which is pretty cool. Aldrich's Ruby gives you HP back, which is much better. So now we are here in that big main room. That you saw earlier. I think here... this lever. Bring that bridge up. So that if you do manage to aggro the giant, he can't follow you here. I know the switch for the other one of these is up the stairs. But first, we're going to deal with you. I'm fairly certain down this way is the next shortcut back to the cleansing chapel, if I'm not mistaken. So back down there is where the blood bite ring was. If you didn't get it earlier, you could go back down that way. But it'd be an awful waste to jump down there, considering there's one shortcut here. It gets you up to the roof, and we'll be going up to the roof a little bit later. And over here is back again into the cleansing chapel. Hey, check it the fuck out. It's the bonfire. Which we're going to want to chill at for a sec, because I was dumb and accidentally used my Ashen Estus flask. We'll be going up to the roof a little bit later. Right now, I'm going to want to actually take the long way up to that door, in order to not throw things entirely out of order. There's kind of a goon squad over there. Over here is a real tricky area. So we're gonna try and go through this side first. I think actually if I ember up here, I get invaded by Longfinger Gurt, who I do want to fight. Here he is. Alright, I can see how effective that's going to be. He's got the Armor of Thorns. So Kirk is the Knight of Thorns. You can see he's got spikes fucking everywhere on all the stuff in his gear, and such deals bleed damage. Oh, Jesus, no! Oh. I should not have lost that fight. Christ. Can't believe I wasted an ember. Well, I've got plenty, so... I know I'm gonna find more before the end of the day. I'm gonna find more before I hit the boss, I think. And if not, I can always buy some... Alright, so... I think I'm going to want to put on 100% reduction shield to fight Kirk here. Yeah, his big weapon skill attacks are no joke. Oh, come on! Again? Keep getting him one hit away. Oh my god. But I need to kill him in order to get his set later. Fuck. God, that feels so bad. Not once, but twice. Actually, you know what? We are gonna go up to the roof real quick. Here's some cool stuff up here. Send that back down. Ah, fuck me in the ass. Deep Ring, which I believe allows you an attunement of an additional spell. Do I really want to go up here right now? Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. Ah, jeez. Oh. Get out of here. So this area here is a motherfucker. man. I am not used to enemies not getting staggered by my attacks. And a Pale Top, which is the Covenant item for Rosaria's Fingers. Got Thrall Axe, which is neat. And here is going to be a real tricky spot. Basically, here I have to kind of just run like a bitch. Oh. Those guys are tough. And a Blessed Gem, which we are going to want for later because that makes weapons scale with your faith, which as a faith build is really cool and we are really going to want. So that little ledge down there is our ultimate goal. Unfortunately, we gotta run past Dick Chin Magoo over here before we can get there. Run past Dick Chin McAsswipe. These guys are just straight up gross. Oh shit. And this is the reason we have Caressing Tears. Right. So now we've opened up this bridge. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go get the bonfire first. It's right in there. There's more guys that fall, but screw that. I'm opening this up. For those of you just joining us on the stream here, we're in the Cathedral of the Deep, and we've just opened up the bonfire to Rosaria's Bedchamber. So this is where you join the Covenant of Rosaria's Fingers if you want to do PvP. But we're not going to be joining that Covenant until much later, because otherwise we will be... it will basically tank an NPC quest line if we do. And it's a quest line we really want. God, these guys are so gross. red sign soaps. So we get the red sign the soap stone from him, which means that now, if we want, we'll be able to lay down a summon sign for people to come summon us into their game worlds, rather than invade them and duel them. So those guys are fucking gross. You can see there's a little bit of lag there from just the amount of shit that has to render. So ordinarily, this is where we would find that old familiar face, who would then do something to screw us over. Fortunately, I kind of did do this out of order, so I did kind of screw up how to unlock that event. So we're going to open up these doors, and if you remember these doors from earlier, this is actually the front door to the cathedral. We've finally opened up that shortcut. So if for some reason we don't feel like using either of the cleansing chapel shortcuts that are much faster to get to than this. Okay, contraption does not move, so it's going to take a while to before we open up that shortcut there. Fortunately for that, we're going to have to go the long way around. But now that we've oh god, there's some serious lag going on here. I'm guessing this is a pretty processor-intensive room. There's a lot of shit that needs to render, especially around here. And oh my god, that is gross. Ugh. Oh, there's an item. Undead Hunter Charm. Oh, well that's lucky. Real quick, we're gonna go back to the cleansing chapel. Gonna go get our souls back. And I might try fighting Kirk again, but I think I might go buy some more embers first. Because unfortunately I've been using a bunch of them. I've used what, 2 to be fighting Kirk so far, I think. Yeah, we're gonna real quick go get our souls back. So that blessed gem was most of the reason we wanted to go up to the roof. Because whatever weapon of choice we end up going with later, if we go with like a great hammer or something, and we're definitely going to want that to scale with our faith. Alright. I've got 11,000 souls. I'm not going to dick around with Kirk right now. Again, I'm going to go back to Firelink, level up, or actually maybe buy some embers. Yeah, buy some embers, then level up, and come back. Then when I've basically dumped all of my souls, then I'll fight Kirk when there are really no stakes other than losing an ember potentially. But once we beat Kirk, we can go to Rosaria's bedchamber and get his gear, which is super cool. We are going to want to go there right away. Because there is a threshold on when you can get his stuff. You know, honestly, I think I might just actually... stick with the Herald gear for now. You know what, maybe stick with, do I stick with Solaris helmet? No, that brings me over 70. Actually, let's go Fallen Knight. Let's go Fallen Knight, actually. So I've been kind of dicking around with Solaris set, and while it's fun, it's not as good as what I could be using. I'm just gonna keep it in my inventory for shits, though. Alright, so we can put some items back. Cathedral Knight leggings. I'm actually going to make sure that there's no key items I haven't been using yet. Like flask shards and undead bone shards. So, blessed weapons actually also gradually restore HP and heavily damage reanimated foes. So that's going to be a super cool item for us.
Very well. Then take nourishment from these sovereignless.
I think I'm probably going to want to put... we'll do a strength.
Farewell, Ashen One.
And then what else was I going to do here with those souls? Shit. Oh, yeah, I was going to buy embers. That's what I was going to do. So we're going to sell all my soul items. And then we're going to see how many embers I can buy. So I can almost buy one more. The only thing here I don't really need. Well, most of these. Honestly. Well,
Ashen One.
I'm actually going to see what...
is good.
if I can actually even infuse with blessed stuff yet. I can. And fortunately, this would bring my damage down quite a bit from the heavy gem, which is scaling from my strength. It brings the strength scaling down to D, unfortunately, which is pretty bad. So, I guess we're going to leave the Morning Star as it is right now. Oh, what was... Oh, yes, there was something else I needed to do out here. Now that I've triggered that event, I'm going to... Well, now that I've triggered that bridge, I'm going to need to... wait for the area to load. Get another seed of a giant tree. By the way, those seeds drop in accordance with the number of times you've been invaded. So, I want to go in the tower here. Go up the elevator. And you heard that door closing, which is, it's going to be our old buddy that we're going to see in just a moment here.
Sorry, friend.
It's
Be
Patches.
more careful. By the gods, curiosity is gonna kill you, kittens. Some places are better left alone, you know. Oh, sorry. Am I? Have no fear. There's beauty in death.
So he locked us in here to
Besides,
hope that we die and he
you're
can take the
lost
shit
now.
off our corpse, because he's
Plenty of
awful.
company, right? Oh, by stripping every last, you're gonna make.
Does not open from the side, so he's trapped you up here, effectively. Actually, trip down isn't that bad, as long as you hit these sarcophagi and just hop back on down. So Patches is an asshole. He shows up in basically every From Software game. I think his original appearance was actually in Armored Core, where basically he's just kind of a dick that screws you over because he has a weird impulse to kill and rob people. But he always ends up becoming a super useful merchant. He's an asshole, but he's a cheeky bastard. He's a character you love to hate. Unbreakable fucking Patches. And I have to open up that tower door again because, I don't know, for the sake of completionism. So now Patches has moved into Firelink Shrine and he's become a merchant. He's also the one who has screwed over Sigvard, which we're not going to find out until a little bit.
Ah, look, you're alive.
I love this, how he tries to
Now,
weasel his way
hold
out.
your horses. Let's have a nice talk about this. You get these urges running the business.
What a
and all, and-
bastard.
and,
What a
I
skeezy
hate
little
myself for it,
fucker.
I do. You know what I mean? Terrible, really. But I can see you'll forgive me. You're alive. Oh,
So I'm going to forgive him for
fantastic.
now.
I knew you'd understand. The heart of a lion. Oh.
Mostly to see what he's got available. So he's got Sigvard's armor set, if you haven't noticed. He's got some embers, he's got a parrying dagger, he's got rubbish. I'm not really sure why he has rubbish or why rubbish costs 200. And you can sell it for 1 measly soul.
Can't find anything you like? Oh, you could. Oh, aren't you glad? Ah, I see the slinking rodent. But he did me a good turn back in Lothric Dungeon. Doubtless I should do something about that little dead. Well, I can hardly believe he's still standing. Can't find anything you... Oh, you could.
So Patches here actually was helped out by Grey Rat, our other friend, in Lothric Dungeon. He was set free. So later on, if you manage to screw something up, you can send Patches to actually go help Grey Rat out, I believe. I don't know if it works, or if Grey Rat still ends up dead if you screw up his quest, but... So we're going to go back to the Cleansing Chapel, and we're going to go talk to Sigvard, who has now found his way down into that well. In order to progress his quest line, we're going to need to help him. You could be an idiot and buy his armor set back from Patches if you really, really want Patches to stick around. I'm probably just gonna kill Patches. 'Cause he's a fucking bastard. He's just a bastard. He's an awful fucking terrible human. I love him, but I love to hate him.
Hello? Anyone there?
Buddy, I'm here to help.
I know that voice. Just how long has it been? It's me, Siegfried of Katerina. I'm loath to admit it, but I've been had. Someone's... Did you have...
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, not to worry. An old tenant of the night, and I... Ha 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 ha.
Oh, he's so awesome. He's such a bro. We're gonna help him. So, I'm gonna go back to Firelink and kill Patches. Because... Patches is horrible. And there's literally no downside to doing it. You don't even actually accumulate sins for killing Patches like you would with other NPCs. Which is really, really funny to me. So yeah, we're gonna go fight him. Because he's a right bastard. And he tried to hurt our buddy Siegfried. He tried to kill us. He tried to weasel his way out of it, and I'm here to tell you, Patch's old buddy, old pal. It's not gonna happen. Oh, make sure to get the Patch's squash.
Aren't you glad we
Make sure to get his squat, his pose there.
can't find any... Oh, you could... What's happened, friend? Godspit, I knew something was wrong. Well, now it's my turn. I'm unbreakable, Patches. Nobody can crack me. What in hell? Why me? Why me?
Because you're a bastard, that's why, Patches. So now we got his ashes. We got the winged spear and the horsehoof ring. And all of Sigurd's armor. So we've got ourselves quite the haul from Patches. So now we can give the Shrine Handmaiden his ashes and we can use his item. And we can buy the items he was selling. But she's gonna give us some shit about it
well,
first.
how may I- Gracious, passing fine ash thou'st given, and awfully warm at that, almost as if it had lived mere moments ago. Oh, I'm sure an ashen one such as thee would never indulge such grace.
Oh, I'm sure you'd never kill such a rotten bastard. Let's see. We've got some...
Ashen one, bring me with is it not? Ashen one, be sure.
Actually, hold on. So we're gonna swing by the item box. Nope, not that. Put back that winged spear. The pierce shield is actually pretty good. It's got pretty good stability. It's got a 93% physical absorption, which is really good for a small shield. But Siegfried's not going to take it back. Oh, right, I wanted to buy an ember. Herpa derpa 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 derp.
Ashen one,
And we'll go... we'll buy that last one from her in a little bit. So we're going to go give Sigvard back his armor. Help him out, because he's a bro. I'm not sure if we're actually going to get to the Deacons of the Deep tonight. We should be able to, and that should be a reasonable goal. Deacons is one you're absolutely going to want to summon some friends, because it's a little similar to the Abyss Watchers in that it's a mob boss. Well,
I'm in quite a pickle. Maybe I...
so we're going to throw down his armor.
Oh, my deepest gratitude. With my trusted until we meet.
Thanks, buddy. So now I've helped out Sigvard. He's good to go. That's going to be important later, so that we can let Grey Rat pillage a later area for more crazy cool items. Alright, so now back to the shit show. I think we're going to want to put... yeah, we're going to want to put a 100% damage reduction shield on here. Kill this guy over here. And then let's Ember up, now that we've bought a few more. We'll have to deal with Kirk in a second here, but... like I said, we want to fight him. Yeah, Kirk is no joke. Got him. There we go. So now what we can do is we can actually go back to Rosaria's bedchamber and get Kirk's armor set. We got a bunch of souls too, so we can actually probably level up. And there's a little bit of a... this is kind of a dicking around episode, and I sort of apologize for that. But the Cathedral of the Deep is a huge, huge area. And it's got a lot of stuff. And there's lots of things to explore, lots of items. You know, it's a motherfucker of a zone. So here it is right over here. The Armor of Thorns set. So just to put that on and we'll check that out. It's actually a pretty decent medium set. It doesn't... so this is how spiky it all is. which is really cool because when you actually dodge roll into enemies, it deals damage to them, which is actually kind of funny. As does this shield, as does Kirk's shield, which has a shield strike that deals bleed damage, and Kirk's sword, which is a straight sword that also does bleed damage. So if you're looking for like a bleed build, the barbed straight sword is actually really, really good. It's fast, it's pretty strong. It requires pretty minimal stat investment to use. So I just want to actually see how this is compared to terms of physical resistances. And not that much better. Overall. So I think, yeah, we'll just keep the Armor of Thorns on for right now. That should be fun. Alright, we'll go back to Firelink. And then we're gonna level up, and then we're gonna go back and take on those big giants over there, which is, well, I'll be honest with you, it's gonna suck, but it's gonna be a little rough.
Welcome home, speak. Very well, then take nourish.
Welcome back to the stream, Golden Joe. Nice to see you. I think... do I wanna... Yeah, we'll put up another strength.
Farewell, Ashen One.
For right now. Well, now that we've beaten Kirk, we can get on with exploring the cathedral. Forgive the noise there. Just grab myself a drink from the fridge here real quick. Gone pretty much the whole stream. Pretty thirsty. Okay. There we go. Alright, back to it. You know what? I may actually summon this guy for help. Let's call in this guy for help. He's got the Grave Warden set on. Looks like he's doing like basically a Grave Warden cosplay. Which is interesting, I guess. But let's see if he can pop in and help us clear out these giants and this these other enemies.
Hey!
Hello. Follow me, friend. Alright, so we're gonna head back up the stairs here. I think we may actually want to take these guys out. Oh boy. Oh wow. Oof. Yeah. Good job, buddy. I love that jolly cooperation. Alright, who's gonna jump out and get me? Nobody. Okay. So now we're gonna try and take on this guy. Yeah, got him. You're a good guy. Lilu Multipass. Large shard, so we can upgrade that, the maiden set. So we can upgrade the fire mace to +4 now if we really want to. Soul of the Nameless Soldier. So we've got some more items going on down here this way. Yet another set of giant double doors leading to fucking cool stairs. I do love the design of this place. I think it's really, really atmospheric and interesting for the most part. So we've got the Saint Bident. I think there's another Ember over here. Nope. Homeward Bones. Could this be a blessing? So the Saint Bident is a dex weapon. Well, yeah, it's more of a dex weapon. A silver bident decorated by a holy symbol, formerly wielded by Saint Klimt. He discarded this weapon that draws upon one's faith on the day that he put his own faith behind him. So it's got a charge, attack. It's basically a spear that also scales with your faith, which is pretty interesting. So we're gonna go back up to our buddy here. You're going to see a little bit of lag here because there's a lot of stuff rendering on the screen at a time because it's a Dark Souls game and there's water. Did I have trouble with the old Iron King in Dark Souls 2, Joe? Yeah, I did a little bit. What's funny is that he really is like one of the easiest bosses in the game. If you know how to just bait out his attacks and just not fall off the edge. I wasted so many human effigies fighting him. But, yeah, I had a little bit of trouble with him at first. Oof. Wait, nope, 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 nope. God damn it. I totally wasted that. These ads down here are what makes this fight hard. Old Iron King, the trick to beating him in DS2, to answer your question, Joe, is basically learn to bait out his attacks and attack his arms when he comes down to miss you. Make sure you don't fall off the edge, and watch out for his big old beam attack. Hail tongue over here. I think this is where the Drang hammers are, which are a cool, cool weapon. Yeah. We might actually want to give those the blessed quality. Later on. So this is a bit of a tricky spot. Looks like our friend Lilu here is really rocking the Dex build. I appreciate them having a ranged option. I'm gonna come this way and get some items first. Got another ember. And he's gonna try and bait out the big guy. We're gonna take him out. Oh, wow. Dude, we are just messing this guy up. Great mace. Oof. I probably want that. Alright. We're gonna want to... Now that we're over here, we're gonna want to open up this shortcut here. Now that we've got and right up ahead is the boss. So we can summon Anri and Horus here to help us if we want. I think we can also summon Cirrus down below. My memory serves me correctly. Yes, we can. So we're going to summon Cirrus. Unfortunately, I don't have the dexterity to use the Drang hammers yet. But, oh boy, you know, this is a lot of souls. I'm gonna do something I ordinarily never ever do and put on a Ring of Sacrifice in case I fuck this up. So here it is. The Deacons of the Deep. Oh, woof. The trick for this boss fight is to find whichever one is glowing red and hit them. That's it. This is a mob boss. This guy's AoEs are super helpful. Alright, yeah, so we've got the Archdeacon here. And we got him. There goes the Deacons of the Deep. So we got the small doll, we got the Deacons of the Deep. Bye, Lilu, thank you very much. You are a fucking bro. Oh, sorry, that guy is your boy. I did not see your message until just now. Unfortunately, I've got my my laptop screen is running the other is running the chat. I don't actually have it on screen on my TV. But thanks for the offer. I really, really do appreciate that. I think what I need to do is... Alright, so I got the bonfire. And now we've got the small doll, which will let us go to Irithil, the Boreal Valley. I think... I can't remember if I need to... Yeah, okay. And so here is the Archdeacon set, which is pretty cool. But we've gotten pretty much everything here at the Cathedral. So we're going to head back to Firelink, do some crazy leveling. And to answer your earlier question, Joe, again, sorry I missed it. Yes, you can dodge the beam attack. What I would recommend doing, though, is just... It's one of those bosses, kind of like Smelter Demon, in that it's all about just like the later end dodges, and that you want to dodge attacks usually a little bit on the late side, like right before they're about to hit you.
Welcome, speak. Very
So
well,
let's
then
level up.
take nour-
So we've been neglecting endurance, but... So let's put one into strength and one in endurance. And I think we've got the soul items to get another level out of us. Use that. Let's see if we got... Crap, I shouldn't have used that one. I should have used one of these ones down here. But... you know what? That's actually probably fine.
Very then take nour-
So yeah, we can get one more level. So we should probably get another vigor for right now. Or... Ah, shit. See, this is kind of the problem there is with playing a faith build, is that you have sort of a multiple attribute dependency. That you need strength, faith, vit, endurance, attunement, and vigor, and a little bit of dex. Basically, the only stats you don't want to touch are intelligence and luck. But, you know, we should probably go with endurance.
Farewell,
For right
Ashen
now.
One. May the
And now, we've got Henry and Horace are here again.
Oh, and we meet again. We spoke before on the road of sacrifices. Henry, the restorer. I'm well pleased to see you safe. We reached the Cathedral of the Deep, but Aldrich's coffin was empty. The man-eater must have left for his true home. The little doll in the empty coffin told me Aldrich is said to hail from Irithil in the Boreal Valley.
So this is some plot dump here.
Told me that the city lies beyond Farron Keep, and so becomes our destination. Aldrich is honest, a pilgrim, and so...
What up, Horace? So now we're gonna actually go to Ludlith and check out what the Soul of the Deacons can get us.
Aha, thou art returned.
And a fine day. So,
So the cleric's candlestick. A candlestick both used as a sword and a catalyst, used for worship by deacons of the deep. The deacons, under the guidance of Archdeacon MacDonald, became both clergymen and sorcerers. Candle provides a temporary source of light which reveals additional guidance. So it can use basically the guidance spell on its own. It's a sorcery catalyst. Well, it could be a sorcery or faith catalyst. So if you wanted to use for hexes, if you wanted to go with a hex build, this is probably a good catalyst for you. There's also a Deep Soul, which is a sorcery, which fires Dark Soul dregs. Sorcery of Archdeacon Royce and his deacons, said to have been imparted to them by MacDonald of the Boreal Valley. Souls which swell from the deep pursue their target, drawn towards life. So we're just gonna get the candlestick here for all whopping 0 souls. And you know what? I'm gonna use that last soul item and let's level up my fire mace to +4 while I'm here.
Just what need.
Alright, so those are both at +4, which is good.
Pretty beaker.
So in case I need a fire weapon, we can do that. Could this be a hiding place? Cute. Is there anything else I need to do around the shrine real quick? Alright, so what we would be doing next is going to the Catacombs of Carthus. But real quick, we're going to make a stop at the Old Wolf of Farron. First, to give him some of our Covenant item. And second, to see if we can go fight that demon up top, on top of the bridge, and get his soul, and maybe get another level or 2 out of it. We'll see what we can do. What up, buddy? I'll offer all of those. Covenant Allegiance deepened. You're so fucking cool. Alright, now that we basically have no souls on us, we can basically try to, we're gonna go take on this bad motherfucker right here. Oh. I just blew off his legs. Dear God. I've never done that before. Soul of Stray Dealing. Okay, so I did not expect to get that in one try. I must be much stronger than I thought. Now there's the cathedral where we just were. But now that we've taken care of that, we can go get a boss weapon from him, I believe. Oh, you know what? Actually, no, we can get Havel's ring from him. Yo, I'm gonna go get Havel's ring. That's super, super good. Yeah, no, Havel's ring is going to be super, super important. Then after that, we will start into the catacombs of Carthus. Fight some skeletons. Yeah, it's kind of our mandatory skeleton level. It's coming up. And boy, is it a motherfucker.
Aha, that's so.
So, what you could get is the Boulder Heave, which is a pyromancy that you can get from the Stray Demon. Or you're gonna get the best ring in the game. It's Havel's Ring. It's super good. It increases your maximum equip load. It's worth every soul. It is worth every soul, every time. So now I can wear some heavier armor, totally fucking guilt-free. We're gonna organize storage box here. Let's we keep those. All this stuff I can't use can... Eventually, I think I'm gonna want to get my decks up enough to use the Drang Hammers here, because they are a pretty good... they're a pretty good weapon. Or wait, no, actually, what was the Great Mace? I didn't take a look at that. Strength requirement of 32. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to touch that until much later. We'll put back those shields. And yeah, we can actually put on probably a heavier set than this now. I'm not sure what we have that might be heavier though. I think probably the heaviest thing we have might be probably be the northern set, or the sellsword armor. So yeah, it looks like for now we might just stick with the... Right now I think we're going to... Well, let's check out the Drang set. Let's see what it's actually like without Havel's Ring. That's only 54. That's... You know, that's 5 points to my equip load, but that's not insubstantial, like, at all. Havel's Ring is super, super good. So the Drang armor actually looks pretty sweet. We would need to get our decks up substantially in order to use the Drang hammers, which is unfortunate. I guess later we can probably respec a bit later for that. But right now I'm not terribly worried about it. I think if we're gonna... Yeah, if we're gonna go Havel's Ring, we're gonna go Fallen Knight set. So that's pretty much the heaviest thing we've got right now. We could definitely have the weight to put Fire Mace in the other hand now. So we can just swap, which is good. I'm gonna put the Drang Hammers back in the inventory, and I think maybe the Light Crossbow as well, now that I've got now that I have a Lightning Spear. So now we are going to head into the catacombs of Carthus, which is also a tricky zone. I think once we get to the first bonfire in there, we're going to call it a night after that. But that's a little ways away, so we've got a little bit of stuff to explore and some important items to grab. Oh, that texture just loaded. And so did those. Wow, yeah, we're running game's running a little itsy bitsy slow. But that's okay. You're gonna get back up because you're an asshole. Oh my god. He just fell off the edge and died. What a chump. Ow. Oh god, that was close. You know, I always forget that guy's there. Try this pyromancy tome. I think I might want to shield it up here. Thank you, illusory wall. Good message. I really don't want to fight this guy, but I want that item, so... Oh wow, crushing weapons make these guys fucking trivial. Titanite Shard and a Kugri. Did I miss an item out there? A sharp gem, so if I felt the need to dex scale a weapon. Longbow. Thanks, I guess, skeleton. Don't give up, skeleton. Another soul item. We got a ladder. I think Anri is up here somewhere. If I recall correctly. Oh, do not press that switch. Actually, you do press the switch, but get out of the way. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, well. I dodged a little early on that one. My bee. Alright, get up, you prick. Fucking tosser, get over here. Oh. Did I just get parried? I've never been parried by a normal enemy before. That's super weird. I've never seen that happen before. It's a brand new experience for me. I learned something today. Oh wow, yeah, crushing weapons make these guys, like, super easy compared to before. Any of you guys watch Skeleton Warriors when you were a kid? Is Henry down this way? Yeah! There you are. Friend.
Oh, hello. How very fortunate. Have you seen my companion, Horace? To my shame, I was snared by a trap, and we've become separated. I've not been able to find him. Yes.
No, I haven't
see.
seen him.
Horace is a valiant knight. He can look after himself, no question. He's probably searching for me right now, with twice the resolve. If you happen upon him, please tell him that I remained in the catacombs, and I will lay prison. Please send him word, I beg of you. May the flames guide your way.
Oh, Henry. Poor, unfortunate soul. Oh, no, 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 fuck. Well, that didn't work. Twinkling tight light on that body. That is death. So I'm not going that way. Can't believe I missed that lizard. I'll get him later. Right now we get to come to the interesting part. Skeleton ball! Oh, that's so good. Oh shit, 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 shit. Oh! Run by, and then I can kill Hat Guy here. And now, Skeleton Ball, when it runs back, will explode when it hits the wall. Now that I've killed Hat Guy. Yep, there we go. And I believe inside, Undead Bone Shard. Alright. You're being tricky, aren't you? Oh, and you got back up. I need to start using my spells more. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna deal with this the old-fashioned way. Carthus Milk Ring. This is a super fun item. Because the Carthus Milk Ring allows you... It slightly boosts your dex by 3 points, and it makes you invisible while you're rolling. So it's a really, really good PvP item. Trap ahead. Good message. Applaud. Thank you, sir. Oh boy. I do kind of like how this game follows D&D rules for skeletons. Come on, get back up. It follows D&D rules for skeletons in that, like, crushing weapons deal better damage. It is possible to make this jump, but I don't think I can. Drop your shield, Garrett. Drop your fucking shield. Don't. Don't let your stamina be a bitch. Those of you just joining us, we have cleared the Cathedral of the Deep and beat the Deacons, and now we've started into the Catacombs of Carthus. And we're probably going to wrap it up for tonight here. Oh boy. Oh man. I got wrecked by that trap. Oh. Oh god, these guys are no joke. Yeah, without a crushing weapon in this part, without a strike weapon, this is a really hard segment right here. That is a pit of death. I'm just gonna grab that ember and go. So those of you who remember other Dark Souls games, they're back. Skeleton wheels. Another skeleton ball. So we got a large shard here. And it's the bonfire we could see from the other side there earlier. Where the other skeleton ball was crashing into. Alright. So I think we're going to go back to Firelink here real quick. Take a little bit of inventory. And then I think we're going to wrap it up for tonight pretty shortly. It is about midnight Eastern Standard Time. here, so I should be wrapping it up pretty soon. I think I might have enough soul items for another level. I need, what, 9,500, and let's see. Actually, hang on. I got 2 large shards and a chunk. So I think what I'm going to do here is actually upgrade my chime.
That is what needs.
Ah, I need 4 more. Need 4 more shards.
Huh?
And buy that ember. We'll use that, and we'll
That is what needs.
reinforce that chime a bit more. Get a higher spell buff. So we've got Saint's Talisman up to, we've now got S faith scaling on this thing, which is... Whoa, 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 what? What on earth? Returning to title menu. Oh boy, well... I suppose I was gonna wrap it up there anyways. No, that's really weird. Well, thanks again for joining me on Gurt Gets Hurt, guys. I appreciate you coming by to watch the stream. Next time we will tackle the rest of the Catacombs of Karthus and take on High Lord Volnir. And then we'll get to what is probably my favorite area of the entire game, Irithyll of the Boreal Valley. So, thanks once again for stopping by, and we will see you guys next time. You all have a good night.